Hello everyone, welcome to Meeple Station. I've decided to go ahead and restart this series just because the first couple of episodes, I mean, they did alright, they were fine, but the problem with it though was that there was a bug that happened. I didn't have any resources or anything like that. I did a live stream on the day that the game came out, and it actually went really well. And I kind of want to go to being able to have trade, but also being able to mine resources. So I've decided, like I said, I've decided to restart it just because of that reason. So in this episode, this is going to be the proper way to start out the game. I'm not going to sit here and talk through all the building and everything of, what you need to do and stuff like that. Pretty much covered that in the extreme first episode. I'm going to click on new game. We're going to go with classic, and you know what? We're going to go with mild. We're not going to leave it at peaceful. We'll have a little bit of a challenge, and we'll do mild when it comes to the piracy and all that kind of fun stuff, right? So in the very beginning here, you have 6,700 credits to work with. You have this nice little area here. You can hit your buttons of, let's see, we have navigation. Up here, you've got all of your stuff that, kind of tells you what to do and how to do it. So WASD, standard keys, scroll in and out with your mouse. And then station building, you can go through and use your credits to build your station. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to set up a station. We'll do a time lapse. You'll see what it looks like and everything. I'm going to make sure that we have the essentials in here, but like I said in the very first episode, which is actually now going to be private, you guys won't be able to see that one anymore. But you can go over to the live stream episode and take a look at that, and I've explained stuff a little bit more there too. But not only do you need these essentials, we also need some other things as well. So let me go through, let me get it built, and then we'll walk through the final thing that I have, and then we'll just take the episode from there. All right, so there we go. That's pretty much really the simple part of it. It looks a bit extravagant, and yeah, we might have used almost all of our money, but here's the thing. It makes it a little bit easier for us to have a captain's quarters right off the bat, and then having a separate living space for our meeples that, just the crew for now. They don't need private quarters yet, but they will eventually, and that's what we'll kind of work toward on here probably within the next first couple of episodes or so, is gathering those resources and making sure that these guys have their own private quarters, because I know me personally, I don't want to bunk with someone unless, we're dating or, it's my husband or, something like that. So anyway, so what I've done here is we have 3 layers. We have just the first layer that is going to be our airlocks, okay? So this airlock, we'll leave it as non-trade because that's the one that the meeples will be going in and out of. This one we will mark as a trade one. That way Our ships and everything that we get for trade resources can come to here, so we can buy and sell from those ships. Up here we have our life support and power that is available to us. Over here we have a little room. Since we have the power on this level, I wanted to leave that stuff that needed power on the same level. So we have a refinery here, and then we have our research lab here as well. Now the research lab was about 1,350 credits, but instead of having to try and mine and refine those resources, I was like, you know what, we're just going to go ahead and do it now. That way I don't got to worry about it. Because honestly, from what I've seen, it's kind of a pain in the butt. Granted, you're not going to need research until a little bit later on in the game, but that's okay. We've got it done. It's out of the way. All right. So now we have our little area for food. We have the fish tank. We have somewhere for them to sit down and eat. And then we have living quarters. I did forget to put a bulkhead there. And obviously the reason for bulkheads is that it keeps everything separate. So if you lose pressure in one area, it doesn't go throughout the entire ship. All right. So now what I want to do, now that we have everything in here. Yes, all of this is essential, but you have to make sure that you have enough beds for everybody to sleep in. You get at least 4 meeples at the very beginning, so you need at least 4 beds. If you want more meeples, you need more beds. That's the way it works. So we're going to go ahead and launch this. Now, the biggest thing that you are going to need that you want to look out for is in the upper left-hand corner here, you have your resources, richness, hazards, so on and so forth. Now, the biggest thing that we really need is stellium. Stellium is like your main ore that you need in order to help expand your base. All right, that's what does your hull segments and all of that kind of stuff. So this actually has all 3 kinds, and it's actually, there's a lot of it. There's there's a ton of it, as a matter of fact. So we could go around and take a look at this map. You know, you have your pirates here. It's infested with pirates over there. Here, it's, you know, trade is 100%. We've got some really good trade that's in there. But I really kind of want to stick to this area that's right here in the middle, that has all 3 of these resources. It has stellium, morlium, and dilithium. Now, I would love to see if they had brothium in here too, because I really kind of need that. But I'm not really seeing stellium and brothium in the same area. So we'll just stick to this, and we'll do the we'll hit jump, and we'll do the trade. We'll trade for some of that stuff. Okay, so now that we're here, now that we are in our area, our spaceship, no, well, not spaceship, space station, I should say, is where it needs to be. First thing that we need to do is we need to choose captain. So I've got one guy here, a couple guys there, another guy down there. So in order for us to choose a captain, we want to go to hierarchy, captain. Now, when you're looking at a captain, I don't know if this said this in here or not. So captain requires delegates, yada, yada, yada. Okay. So the one thing we want to look at when it comes to a captain is we kind of want to look at their overall traits and everything. Let's see, that guy's forgetful, genius, and a loud snorer. Let's see, sociable with others, distracted worker. No, that's not going to work. Reserved, dominant, and powerful. Forthcoming, distracted worker, bashful, and powerful stature. Oh, gosh, the guys that they're giving us right now, not too good. I really think that this guy might be the best. He's sociable. He might be a distracted worker, but he has dominant nature. Oh, he has a flimsy stature, though. God, none of these guys are really good for captain. Reserved, steadfast, dominant, powerful. Actually, this guy is going to work out well. Other traits, he's anorexic. Ew, that's not good. I mean, that's not good at all. But, I mean, Zawadi, I'm going to call him... You know what, we're going to rename him, but he's going to be our captain. Zawadi is going to be the captain. Now we have to choose roles for our other meeple. So M to have our meeple pull up. Now, the thing that you need to make sure of is, so we have 2 people that are forgetful, one that's a genius and a loud snorer. Okay. Whoever we assign to be a janitor is going to absolutely hate it. So I have 2 distracted workers and a slovenly worker. So I don't want to assign the slovenly worker to the janitor job. Peck. He has a powerful stature, bashful nature, and is forthcoming with others. So we'll assign him to be a janitor. Confident nature, weak stature. We'll make him a miner, and then we'll make this guy a refiner. Okay. So when you start doing that, you know, you're going to get some tips up here. So job affinity, the more suited the Meeple's job to, the happier they will be. Mining, you can create simple mining jobs simply based off of selecting the asteroid, yada, yada, yada. Work ethic. Meeple's work ethic affects how quickly they complete a job. You may not want important jobs left to the slovenly. Okay, so we need to double check what I just did then. Well, really, I mean, all of it is important, really. It really is. So you're slovenly and you're a miner. Which, I guess that's okay. I mean, mining is, I mean, we need it to be done, but it's not really a necessity too much sometimes. Let's go ahead and hit play on the game. And then dominant Meeple feel suited to leadership roles. However, they also cause more arguments and invade other Meeple's space. Ew. Kind of like real life. I mean, seriously, it is. It's kind of like real life. So what we'll do to start out, now that we have everybody assigned, we have everybody in here, we have our... Oops. We have our trade set up here. We do have a helpful wiki. So this helpful wiki, this little question mark up here, if you need anything that you need to know, any questions or anything like that, you can click on the category, you can click on the topic, and then it gives you a little description of what's going on. The one thing that I don't like right now, but hopefully it'll be fixed in the future, but we'll see, is that you don't have access to a scientist right away. Scientists work at laboratories to research the new technologies. We can't go anywhere until we have the research of the quantum engines done, but we also don't have enough Meeple, or we don't have any Meeple, pardon me, that can do any type of scientist research or anything like that. We have to wait. So it looks like we already have some stuff that's assigned for him to mine, so I guess that's all right. I'm not too concerned about that. You'll see how it pops up oxygen loss in here. That's because this was opened up, and that is why we had a loss of oxygen, but it fills back up. No big deal. Okay. Trading a new Meeple. So these are just some of the tips and stuff like that that are going to pop up here. Alright, so I'm just going to explain it a little bit more. So when a trade ship docks at your station, you can click on the trade ship and open the menu. Here is where this is going to allow you to, it costs 2 credits to sell it, or I'm sorry, it costs 2 credits to buy it, or it'll be 2 credits to sell it that you'll get. Now, the trader only has so many credits. So it's not like you can have 5,000 stellium and be able to sell all of it, or 500, whatever you want to call it. Let's say 500. Say you're completely full on stellium. You're not going to be able to sell all of it. He's only got 307 credits in order to trade. Okay? That's unfortunate, but that's just the way it works. So if you wanted to sell something, like say I want to sell these 8, okay? What is this anyway? I don't remember. Moralium. I don't even know what I need that for. But say we sell that 8 to him, okay? And we just got ourselves some credits that took his down, took ours up. So what happens with every trade ship that comes through here? From the trade ships, you can actually get new Meeple. Now, your new Meeple that join the station provide you with enough, you have to make sure you have enough betting and growing reputation that they'll continue to come. Which, of course, we'll get into all of that here a little bit later. But what I'm going to do for now, we're going to keep this episode short, okay? We're going to keep this really, really short because I think that we have a really good base of what we're doing right now. I don't want to get into really anything else now until we get to the next episode just because I feel good with this. I really do. So if you guys like the video, go ahead and give it a like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell for when I upload videos. God, I can't talk today. I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. But anyway, got a lot more coming for this game. It's in the early access stages. It just came out. I'm really excited to do it. Going to have a lot of fun with it. And we'll just kind of go from there. So thank you for joining me today, everyone. And I'll see you next time.